Hello, nerdlings!
Hello, nerdlings!
We just got back from a yearly thing that happens in Springfield. It is, I don't know if it has an actual name. I think it's just like an indoor garage
Yeah.
sale, like the Greater Ozarks
Yeah, I
garage
think it's what
sale.
it's called. Come on down and join the fun at our garage sale. That's the
But
little jingle.
it happens in January every year,
Mhm.
and it's kind of neat because a bunch of people they like put together little booths. It's almost like a flea market swap meet type thing. It's a yard sale,
Yeah.
garage sale, and it's indoors, so you don't have to worry about weather and everything. Of course, you see everything in
Yeah.
there.
Like I say, a lot of neat antiques, crafts. Some people will do their
Mhm.
own craft things. Some typical booths, like there's usually some Tupperware booths, Avon booths, LuLaRoe booths. One of our local flea market areas called Mike's Uniques sets up a little booth there every year and does it free appraisals?
Oh, I don't know if you have to pay for
I
it or
don't remember,
not, but he does
Yeah,
appraisals.
I don't know how like certified he is, so I don't know like how legit they are for for like insurance purposes. But
He could just be guessing.
wasn't
$70.
that like a Johnny Carson thing when he would
Yes.
hold the thing up to his head? That's dating us.
But anyway, we like to go just because you never know what you're going to find. And
Usually toys, sometimes games.
we actually did get a couple of pickups that we wanted to share with
Yeah.
you guys. I'm going to let her start. I will say the only downside for me about this place is that it costs $5 to get in
Yeah, that does
per
kinda suck.
person. And it's like if you find something really cool, then that $5 was worth it. If you don't really find anything, then it's like I just paid $5 for nothing.
Yeah.
But oh well.
But I usually always find stuff because I'm a
No, she
girl.
always finds stuff.
I'm a girl and I like to shop.
So what did you find?
Well, something kind of boring, but I love it. I got me a new hanging lamp. I love these lamps, and they're usually really, really expensive. And I found this one for $15. So, there. Like I said, kind of boring for everybody else, but I love them. They're fun.
It's a lamp.
I will say, though, it was a little irritating. We found it literally right inside the front door, so I'm walking around with this giant lamp the whole time, and it is uber crowded in there, so it was a little cumbersome.
So if you've
awkward.
ever been to any kind of convention, yeah, just imagine the first booth you stop at,
You're like,
you
"Ooh,
buy a
big
big
ol'
item,
lamp."
and then you're lugging it around the whole time.
I will say I did see a lot of people walking around with wheeled shopping bag cart things. So yeah, I will be purchasing one of those because we were just we showed you from Rubicon. We did do the bag but it got full real fast.
So what's in that bag?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I know you're glad.
We got some beer bread. Oh man, I can smell it from here already.
Beer not included.
No.
So basically, they had some of this set up for samples, and it was really good. And essentially, what you do is you pour a can of beer into this and cook it that way. Mix it up and bake it.
This she said it's really awesome because you don't have to let it rise. You don't have to knead the dough or anything. You literally just pour a can of beer in there, stir it up, put it in the oven. So I was like, we love fresh baked bread, and the less work you have to do, the better. Because I don't know if any of you've ever made bread, but it's a little difficult. And I got a new Clue game because you
New
know
Clue.
how much I love Clue. But this is Clue Electronic Clue FX, and it's only 4 players on this one because the board is wired and you have 4 people, and you can hear them rattling around in there. We might do like a little pickup of this later just to show.
Let us test it and see if we need to change
Yeah.
the batteries out. Maybe it'll be a little more interesting to have the sound working.
But basically, there's these little circle pods that you put your character in. There's a sensor in the circle, and then a sensor on your character, and they talk to you and they help you solve Clue the murder basically. So there's a lot of pieces in there. But anyway, I got that for $1. And the funny thing was there was 3 price stickers on there. 2 $2 stickers and $1 sticker. So I asked the girl, I was like, so which price is it? And she goes, we'll just go with the cheapest. And I was like, that'll be $1. Here you go.
The funny thing is, even though it was just $1, we still opened it up
Oh,
and made
yeah.
sure all the pieces were
Yeah.
in there.
We're responsible gamers.
Yeah, as it comes to buying them from Walmart, apparently.
Yes. Something else I got that I didn't even know they made, so this may be a custom figure, I'm not sure. But, what was her name from He-Man?
The Sorceress.
Sorceress, that's right. I kept wanting to call her Enchantress. But anyway, I got the Sorceress from He-Man, so that's pretty cool. Hold up her little stick.
Now, I believe that couldn't she change into
Yes.
like fully change
Yeah,
into
that's
a
why I
bird,
loved.
too?
That's why I thought she was so cool because she could.
I don't remember a whole lot of He-Man stuff. It was so long ago. The original one.
I was trying to take her helmet off so you could see her head, but anyway, there we go. She's uber cool. I loved her. She was my favorite character. Then we got a comic book, Wonder Woman comic book, Wonder Woman 300.
They had a lot of comics here, actually.
Yeah, they did. A lot of different booths had a lot of
The
different
only
comics.
problem was I wasn't really patient enough to start flipping through the comics and find the ones that I wanted. We do have an app that lets us know what we already have, but I haven't really been on a comic run lately, so I didn't want to take the time to start going through all of that.
But I like this one. It was classic Wonder Woman, and then you've got Hawkman and Hawkgirl and Green Lantern, Flash, Superman, Discount Stretch
Discount stretch.
from Fantastic Four. I don't know what I don't know what it is past that. So yeah, I don't know what who's the Stretch version over in DC from Marvel, and I don't know who this girl at the bottom looks really cool. She's white, kind of looks like a female Thor, but not really. I don't know. She's really cool looking though. I'll have to figure out who she is actually. And then the last thing in my little bag is there was a Star Trek booth. That was the only thing in it. It was apparently it was 40 years worth of collecting, and I don't know if the person passed away or if they just decided I don't want to collect Star Wars or Star Trek anymore. So I got a whole bunch of Star Trek figures for $5 a piece, and then they managed to bundle it together, so I got one for free. So that was awesome. So I got from the new movie Scotty.
Now we'll show you these real quick, but let us know if you want to see a closer look.
Yeah,
and we'll
can
do a different video and
toy unboxing of
and
them
bust
if you want.
everybody out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But there's Scotty, Simon Pegg. He's super fun. And then everybody's favorite 7 of 9, little Jerry Ryan.
Yeah, remember? Oh man.
Problem is
She was-
Jerry Ryan, awesome, looks awesome. Her toy does not look so awesome. Looks a little funny looking. And then Voyager is my favorite series, so I got a couple from Voyager. I got B'Elanna Torres, who is my favorite character from the Star Trek Voyager series. And then this one's kind of funny. I don't know if it's worth anything because I know nowadays when things are made wrong, they seem to be worth more money or something. But you can tell me or I'll look it up. But anyway, I got Captain Janeway, except she comes with B'Elanna Torres's card instead of Janeway's card.
And you can see in Torres's figure that it is her card, so it's very weird that then Janeway has her card as well.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of odd because they actually had Janeway there with her card and they wanted $32 for that one. But then here's Janeway with the wrong card for $5. So I was like, I don't care if it's her card. I just want Captain Janeway because I love her. She's awesome. This was pre-letting her hair down, so this must have been the beginning of the series. I think maybe 1 or 2 seasons she did with her hair up in the bun and all stiff and whatnot. But then she let her hair down and became a more approachable captain. And then last but not least, Gangsta Picard.
This is great. What? Well, who was he? Dixon Hill? When he
Yeah.
was doing his gangster.
I loved that. The problem
looks
is I could have
great.
gone nuts in this booth, but I, wanted to make sure I had, because we found this booth like right after the front door too, so I wanted to make sure I still had some money left for any other pickups, so they gave me their card and told me that they're still selling, so that may be bad. Good for me, bad for him.
Yes, very good. So.
And what did you find there, honey?
Well,
Oh.
move everyone aside.
Hey,
I
yeah.
found one game.
Yeah. It wasn't such a great day for him. Great day for me, though.
I was actually pretty disappointed because I only found one game. But it is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and it is for the GameCube.
They're
And
fun
we got
games.
it for $1. Other than the stickers on the front, I mean, it's got the booklet, the disc is in there, looks pretty good. Usually the GameCube discs always come out looking nice. They really don't have a lot of surface area, I guess, to be scratched. But, hey, GameCube game for $1. No problem, although I guess it's technically $6 because I paid $5 to get in there.
Would you buy that for $1?
I did buy it for $1. Bought it for 6 of them, apparently.
I'm actually excited about this one because I have played through the entire Harry Potter series, minus part 2 of the last one. I haven't managed to get a hold of that one yet and play it. But I played this one on the DS. So I'm actually really curious. I don't know why I skipped a platform, I guess. Really got into my DS at the time that this one came out. But so I'm curious to see the difference in playing it on the DS versus on a console. Because sometimes they change them up, sometimes they don't. So
now, since my luck wasn't so great at the yard sale, we did make a stop by GameStop because they had their buy two get one, and I've constantly been trying to keep an eye out for games on the Wii and the Wii U now that those systems are definitely being phased out. Mm-hmm. And for about $16, which I thought was pretty decent price, we got the Metal Slug Anthology collection, and it has 7 of the games in one, so that's kind of cool. Of course, the Metal Slug games very much reminiscent of like Contra and stuff. I was
gonna say on the back here, he looks like a stylized Contra guy.
They just run and gun, and you have all kinds of different guns. You can jump into tanks and everything, and like save prisoners of war and stuff. but I thought it'd be good, and again at $16, it's like, hey, that's a Wii game that still hook up the Wii to actually play.
Which ours is hooked up anyway, so it doesn't matter.
And for the Wii U, for $12, I got the Wonderful 101. I've actually heard a lot of great things about this game. It definitely seems to be like one of the ones that you want to have on your Wii U collection.
What are they doing on the football field? It looks like they're blowing. Looks like they're blowing the football field up on the back.
Basically, you get 100 heroes all together, and that's how you unite and fight crime, save the world. And something for us to play together.
Yes, we love these games.
We love the Lego series games, so we went ahead and got Lego Avengers.
We are a little
24. Bit so we were like, you know what, the $20-$25 range, that's all right. We hate to buy them full price, even though we do get our money's worth out.
Oh yeah, we played them 100% through the campaign, and then we go back and we 100% them by doing all the free play stuff and collecting everything, and it's a lot of fun. Some of them we have not been able to get through though.
Yeah, some have that fun factor kind of dies out real fast. We had a lot of issue with the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit one.
The problem I think with that one is they spread it out too much. Like sometimes open world is fun, but sometimes it's not when they ask you to go find something and then you can't remember which little land, like was it Hobbiton or was it, Elvendale or whatever. Elfendale, did I say it right? What is it?
Yo, you roll with it. You own it. Go for it.
You know where the elves live? But anyway, you can't remember. You almost have to keep like a notepad beside you and like.
I'm sure that there's probably a more simple way in the game to figure out where to go, but what she's getting at is basically the problem was we would step away from it, for like a week or two or longer, and when you come back, it's kind of like when you come back to a saved game and you're trying to figure out what's going on. That's usually how we were, and the problem was we wanted to just sit down and kind of jump into it and everything. But regardless, we have a lot of fun playing the Lego games together, and because they're perfect to play with someone, and going through collecting as much stuff as you can. Personally, I'm not a fan of all the race stuff in them. I don't like flying stuff or driving stuff through rings and stuff. Too much Superman 64 there. But the last thing that I picked up at GameStop, just because it was $5.59, is Baroque. But it is by Atlas, and I've learned that generally you can expect good things from Atlas, and it seemed to be in good shape, so if it's not Baroque... Okay, we'll stop right there.
Wow! I was gonna say, there's some emo dude on the back, and then I don't know if you guys are... I'm sure if you're watching us, you're nerds, and you're into Doctor Who, but I don't know if you remember Moisturize Me. Cassandra. It looks like her boyfriend or brother is in the game at some point.
And, of course, we can't go to GameStop without her picking something up, too. So I
got Mario and Luigi little Switch controller thingies. Joy-Con to make the individual Joy-Con feel like a full-size controller, so you're not sitting there cramped when you're trying to play, like... a multiplayer game,
which
with
is
friends.
a fantastic idea,
Yeah.
and that's why we decided to go ahead and jump on
because you
this.
get both of them and everything.
Because
so.
it looks like it's going to be a lot more comfortable holding the Joy-Cons than that, as opposed to just trying to hold the Joy-Cons themselves. The really surprising thing is that with it being the Mario and Luigi theme, both of us really expected by this point to have a Mario and Luigi themed actual Joy-Con
Yeah, I'm actually
itself.
really kind of disappointed that we don't have one yet, because they did that with the Wiimotes.
Yeah,
Maybe down the line.
it took a while.
Yeah, so maybe down the line we'll get Mario and Luigi, because they did what, Yoshi and Peach and Donkey Kong and all that other stuff.
So in the time until then, at least we have something a lot easier to hold the Joy-Cons. So now everyone can play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and not feel like they're gonna break the little controller. But so anyway, not too bad, you know. I mean, definitely not bad for her at the garage sale, the indoor garage sale.
And I didn't even spend that much money, but I got a ton of stuff, so that's awesome.
And I'm pretty happy after we went to GameStop, but I was able to get more than just the one game. But
hey, you like the beer bread? You thought it tasted good.
it was pretty good.
It was very tasty.
So all right, well, let's make some bread. You can play some toys. I'll play some games.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably pass out because maybe we'll use a little too much beer in the beer bread.
Or just forget to put the beer in the bread, period.
You just eat the powder by the spoonful.
Something's wrong, it tastes weird.
But definitely let us know what you've picked up lately. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let us know if you want to see
you know I open up my toys, so these aren't going to stay in their boxes for very long. So
and if you want to see the new clue board as well, we will check the batteries, get some new batteries in there, and really show you how that one works.
Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, nerdlings. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram also.